Alright guys, I am back with my review of this week's WWE Friday Night Smackdown for December 6, 2013. And Randy Orton comes out. He apologizes to the Authority for the way he's been acting. Daniel Bryan comes out. And he says he hasn't forgotten the way Orton screwed him over all those times. And whoever wins the Unified Champion match, he's going to be there to take them on. Which makes me think Daniel Bryan is a strong contender to win the Royal Rumble. But he challenges Orton to a match. And that's the main event. Then we get Big E Langston versus Fandango. Damien Sandow's on commentary. Big E hits the big ending for the win. It was a pretty short match. Nothing to it really. Afterwards, Big E has a stare down with Damien Sandow. And I did like the stuff with Damien Sandow and Big E, but the Big E Fandango match was just bland. Then they show the intro to SmackDown with WWE 2K14 graphics. And they're always talking about the graphics of this game. Honestly, I think the graphics kind of look like shit. And I haven't played one of these games, so I could be completely wrong. It's been a very long time since I've played a wrestling video game. But I feel like the Day of Reckoning games and the older games actually looked better. Like the facial expressions looked a lot better. These characters, like these facials, just look lifeless and blocky to me. But like I said, I could be way off. We get Goldust and Cody Rhodes versus Ryback and Axel. And this was much better than I expected it to be. Cody Rhodes hits Ryback with a disaster kick off the announce table. He gets back in the ring and gets rolled up by Axel. So Axel and Ryback actually win this match. So they'll probably do this again on Raw. Then we get another Bad News Barrett bullshit thing. Then it's supposed to be Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston, but Del Rio is still so pissed off that he lost to Sin Cara. I mean, who wouldn't be pissed off about that? So instead of letting the match start and beating up Kofi, he just attacks him during his entrance and tries to kill him, kicks him in the face, and puts him in the arm breaker. We get a promo from The Shield, and Roman Reigns says that whoever faces Punk tonight needs to be the baddest member of the group. And Ambrose says, "So that's me, right?" And Reigns is like, "What the fuck?" So they're still building to that. But we get CM Punk versus Dean Ambrose. This was a really good match. I really like this. If you normally don't watch SmackDown, you should go out of your way to see this match. It was good stuff. CM Punk wins with the GTS, but Ambrose looked really strong this entire time. So what I'm wondering now is, it's obvious WWE has big plans for Roman Reigns. And it seems like they also have some plans for Ambrose. Of the three members of The Shield, I think Rollins is the one who's going to get screwed here. But I'm also wondering if they're only building Ambrose up so that they can have Reigns destroy him when he eventually leaves the group. Rey Mysterio is cutting a promo backstage and the Real Americans come up. And they challenge him to a match later, tell him to find a partner. And this was actually pretty good as far as backstage segments go. Then we get Natalya versus Tamina with AJ on commentary. This was an okay match here. Tamina misses the splash, Natalya rolls her up, gets the win. And I could actually see Natalya becoming the new Divas champion at TLC unless one of the members of Total Divas screws her over. And I could see them doing that as a storyline for the next season of Total Divas. It's Rey Mysterio and his partner, The Big Show, versus the Real Americans. Big Show chokeslams Antonio Cesaro, and Rey Mysterio climbs on top of Big Show, jumps off, hits the splash, gets the win. Very predictable match. And then we get some more Bad News Barrett. The guy comes out, he cuts promos. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. That's pretty much all he does. They show a pretty cool video of the history behind the WWE title and the world title and all the history behind both belts. And then we get the main event with Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton. Match was alright. Daniel Bryan goes up top, the lights go out. When they come back on, Rowan and Harper are outside the ring. And this distracts Daniel Bryan long enough for Randy Orton to hit the RKO and get the win. Then the lights go out again. Bray Wyatt shows up on the Titantron and he tells Daniel Bryan to join them. And that was the end of the show. Watching this thing with Bray Wyatt, I was just thinking that Bray Wyatt should just abduct everyone with a beard. Which would be Damian Sandow and Mark Henry. It has to be a certain length, though. You can't just take anybody with a beard. You can't take CM Punk or Wade Barrett or Bad News Barrett. It has to be like a decent-sized beard. But yeah, that was the end of SmackDown this week. I thought it was an alright show. I mean, you had the Punk versus Ambrose match, which was very good. Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton, and even the Divas match was okay this week. So that's my review. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments, and thanks for watching.